Yeah, no, that's absolutely how I feel. And, you know, I can't speak for the rest of the world because I didn't grow up in any of these other places, but I can definitely speak on America. America has become so soft, it's a problem. And I tell kids all the time, if you even have this much savage in you, everything out there right now is for the taking. There was a point in time in the United States where you would look at different businesses and say, God, it's almost impossible to break into this business because it's been so established. And even the companies, all these companies that are so soft right now, everything out there is for the taking. If you have even this much savage in you, if you are willing to go out there and grind and work hard, you know, you got these people that don't want to go to work, they want to stay home and work from home and all that. And believe me, I've seen this when I've spoke before, I see it pop up in the comments, all these people saying, you're wrong, no, things can be done from home. No, it can't. You have to be in the building with like-minded people. You know how much stuff that I have on my agenda every day that needs to be done, but other things that pop up in the office and you get a bunch of smart, hardworking people in a room together and you go on a completely different, you know, you have to have people in the office working every day. And these people that don't want to, stay home, man. Stay home and do your thing. Good luck to you. There's going to be a small group of hungry savages out there that are going to run every one of you over, and you can sit home and you can cry and complain about how you didn't get yours and it's because this person had this opportunity that you didn't have. It's all bullshit crybaby stuff that's going on.
I read a great profile of you by the Financial Times, and the writer had clearly gone in with a kind of idea that maybe you were going to be some kind of egotistical monster, whatever, but he found the complete opposite. And he told some really interesting stories, one of which was as you were coming out of the pandemic, or in the middle of the pandemic, how you got all your team together, 300 people, I think, and you said, there's absolutely no way I'm going to start cutting you off, you know, firing a lot of people to save money. We're going to get through this together. And apparently the reaction from your staff was extraordinary. How important was that moment for you to prove yourself as a boss in the tough times as well as the good?
Yeah, it's so true. It's like, you know, the UFC has been this rocket ship of success, and nobody does anything by themselves. You build a great team around yourself, you know, smart, talented, hardworking people who sacrifice every day. They didn't see their kid's football game or they didn't go to this play because they're out working hard to build the sport and build the company, right? Now, you're going to tell me COVID comes. First day when everything started to shut down and it was getting weird, I got all my employees together and I said, listen, I don't know what's going on. I can't explain. I don't have the answers for you. My team is a bunch of solid, you know, they couldn't be any more solid. And I tell these people how much I love them all the time. So what you're going to tell me is the first time that we ever face adversity, right? We're facing real adversity here. I'm going to start laying these people off in the scariest time in the history of the world. Good luck to you. You know, we got to save the bottom line over here. I will never pick money over people. So I was willing to give up my salary, my bonus, whatever it was going to take to make sure that everybody was comfortable that we could take care of the employees. And then I started trying to find a way to go through COVID. This is America. We've been doing this since the day this country started, is solving problems. You have to figure out, here's the problem, how's there a solution? Now in Abu Dhabi, these guys were way ahead of the curve. They were testing. Well, if they can test, we can test. We can figure this out. So that was always my thought process going through it. There was no way I was going to let go of my employees during the scariest time of our lifetime. We were going to stick together and we were going to fight through this together, or we were all going to sink together. That's how it was going to go.